Tuesday, as the House Republicans kicked off their infighting, you had Florida Governor Ron DeSantis taking the oath of office. And in his inaugural address, he was celebrating all the accomplishments that his office and the now supermajority Republican Florida legislature had accomplished. And it was refreshing. But I understand that politicians that have their eyes on 2024 find that threatening. And that's the only thing I can think of to explain the reaction that Nate Hochman got when he reached out to Noem's office for comment on that story I just was telling you about. So when she was asked about the movement growing roots in her state, her team responded by attacking DeSantis. In fact, not just that, they unloaded. They accused him in the response. So weird. It's so weird. In the response to the piece, they accused him, I'm pulling this up, of, I guess, being for abortion. Nate Hochman said that while reporting for a piece about transgender lobbies' outsized influence in South Dakota, I reached out to Ian Fury, that's her comms guy, to see if the governor's office was interested in providing a statement. Fury responded with a lengthy statement rejecting, quote, any implication that Governor Noem is overly cozy with any major lobbying groups. And then in a follow-up email, he went on an unprompted diatribe about the contrast between Noem and DeSantis. And he said that, where is Governor DeSantis hiding behind a 15-week ban? Does he believe that 14-week-old babies don't have a right to live? Now, this is kind of weird because DeSantis has already said that he would sign an abortion ban. And that was even before they had the supermajority Republican legislature in Florida, which they now have. And that is one of the things that they're looking to do. I had the pleasure of talking with the governor recently. That is one of the things that they want to make. It's not just an order, legislate it. And aside from that, the 15-week thing has always been considered, and you guys know where I stand on the issue. If you want to save lives, you need to walk away from the left's taxpayer-funded abortion on demand with no limitations, even if it's incrementally. Every move further and further back towards protecting life saves lives. And you do need a supermajority for that. Florida was a very competitive state, still maybe. We'll wait and see. But right now, I think they're set for the next 6 to 8 years. But 15 weeks is considered politically doable because that's where the majority of Americans fall. And then you continue to fight towards life from that perspective. And so DeSantis has already said, heck yes, I'd sign that. And the supermajority Florida legislature has already indicated that's one of the things they want to do. So I don't understand this attack from Noem's office. But one of the things that Hochman noted was that this is not the first time that they've done this. She went after him in 2021. And she tried to say that she was more anti-lockdown than him. Except this exists. Audio soundbite 6.
We will be using appropriate enforcement measures as necessary that I do have at my disposal. But we have not run into an incident yet where that's been necessary.
I think the question was who specifically would enact that enforcement?
This is about lockdowns.
It's my executive order, so I would expect that if there's enforcement action to be taken, it would be mine.
So that was her audio from April 2020 wanting to enforce a lockdown. This is what I'm saying. When you do sloppy hits, you open yourself up for attacks that you did not need to open yourself up to. She's on camera admitting that she wanted to enforce a lockdown, and the state legislature blocked her. In spite of her, they blocked her. So, it is a stupid attack for Noem's team to make because it invites everyone to revisit this past stuff. She could make the case for herself with action instead of attack while not alienating people who think that DeSantis is doing a good job. My gosh, I didn't realize we were so rich in solid conservative Republicans that we can do this stupid stuff. Like my grandma said, Jesus. What a hand over my mouth.